So today I've got some just like tidying up, pick up things that I need to get done, as well as some Christmas planning. I want to show you guys how I go about planning my decor. That way I know exactly what I'm looking for. I have an idea. I'm not just kind of like buying willy-nilly and hoping I can, you know, throw it up somewhere and it'll look fine. But first of all, we need to tackle this kitchen. This is how I left it this morning when I took the kids to school. These dishes are actually clean. I just laid them out so that they would dry while I was gone. I've got dishes in the sink. The counter is a little bit crazy. My computer's out because I had Christian showing me how to share my screen. Because as you know, your kids know more about electronics than you do, or maybe you're lucky and they don't, I don't know. So I need to put that away. I've got some recipes over here that I need to file and get put in my recipe binder. Yes, for those of you that have been asking me, I am going to show you my meal plan schedule and how I do all of that. I'm kind of updating it a little bit, so that's why you haven't seen a video on that. I have all of this laundry that I need to fold that came out of the dryer this morning. And then back here, I need to deal with this room. This is just kind of overflow from the weekend. We went to the lake, so we've just got, obviously, laundry because it never ends. I need to put that toilet paper in all the different bathrooms. And then yesterday I went to Savers while I was waiting for Christian to get finished with weight training. So I want to show you everything that I got there because all of these things I plan to use for my Christmas decor. And I think that's it for the moment. I'm sure more things will pop up between now and then, but for now, let's go ahead and tackle these things, and then I will move into showing you guys how I do my Christmas planning. If you are new here, my name is Melissa Hunergart, and I show all things cooking, cleaning, organizing, and decorating, basically all things homemaking. I would love it if you would pause this video and subscribe to our growing community, and if you are returning, it is so great to see you again. this wreath over here, I will link this down below. I got this from Walmart, and it comes with a really tacky bow on it, so I took the bow off. Unfortunately, they glued it on there, but that's fine. That's just where I'll put my bow for Christmas and cover that up. But I really like this one because it's not like the really flimsy, wiry type evergreen stuff. Like this is kind of that rubbery, realistic feeling one, and I really, really like this. It was super cheap. I think it was 20 bucks. It's a really good size, and it has these cute little pine cones on it, but these are gonna go quick. So I will link it down below, and you guys can grab yours even if you are not decorating for Christmas right now. This type of thing goes really quick, and you just never know if they're going to get it back in stock. So I will put it down below, and I will link it over on my Instagram page. If you're not following over there, by the way, jump over there really quick and follow along. I post every single day. I'm going to start doing like live Q&As and just more kind of live personal type stuff with you guys. So if you don't want to miss out on that, like I said, jump over there and start following along. If you do want to miss out on that, then don't. Just stay right here. That's fine too. All right, so that is enough about all of that. I need to tackle this right now. Oh, really quick. So I went to Dollar Tree yesterday to get some candy things that I needed. And I found these really big bulbs for obviously $1 and some glue gun or Goo Gone. But I am going to do a DIY on these bulbs along with some bulbs for the Christmas tree. So stay tuned for that. That will be coming really soon because I start decorating for Christmas early, and I love it, and I like to do a lot of DIYs along the way, and so I don't want to start doing all of that like the beginning of December, middle of December, whatever. I want to be able to kind of gradually go and get it done, so I start a little bit earlier. Plus we travel for Christmas every other year, and I want to enjoy the effort that I put into it for a decent amount of time. So everybody needs to do their own thing around the holidays and whatever suits them. So I got this really cute tree for $1 for Chloe's room. It's kind of that orangish rose gold color, which is the vibe of her room. I still need to do a video of a tour of her room. I know you guys have been asking. It's changed 2 times since her room was finished, but I will do that also as well. So that is what I got from Dollar Tree. So I need to take these downstairs and, whoop, oh, thing came off. That's okay, I was gonna cut it off anyway. I need to take these downstairs in my holiday closet so I can have everything kind of together for when I am ready to bring it out, probably next week. But I will still be posting pictures of Thanksgiving and fall decor on my Instagram. So don't worry about that. All right, I am gonna go ahead and put this camera down and get all of this laundry folded and sorted and off my table.
I've done my best and my worst, learned my lessons. No matter how hard my life would treat me, I'd always get right back up, never worry. 'Cause I got a million reasons to keep holding on. Yeah, I got all that it takes to win and overcome. What I got is just a feeling, but it's so, so strong. It goes on and on, on and on. There's something going on inside of me. I feel
guys how I plan for my holiday decor. Not even just for my holiday decor, but just my home decor in general. So I always have a plan. I never just go out and buy stuff just because I think that it's pretty or it looks good, or, you know, I might could use it here or it might go here. And then you end up with a whole bunch of stuff that really doesn't go together. And now you have spent money on things that you don't really have a purpose or a place for. And because you don't really have a place for it, you now have to find a place to store it, which then creates a whole another circus. So I want to show you kind of how I go about finding ideas and planning them in a way that is easily accessible. For me, I'm very much a visual person, and so I like to be able to have a one-stop shop where I can just go, look, know exactly what I'm looking for, and basically kind of take the thinking out of it, if you will. I can glance at it and know, you know, if I have found something in the store, I can go to my reference, look at it, and be like, you know what, that is not in my plan here. It looks very nice here on the shelf, and it might be lovely in someone else's home, but I don't have a place for it in mind, so I'm going to leave that for someone else and stick to the plan that, you know, I originally thought was going to work for me. Granted, there's always things that you come up on that will work that weren't part of your plan, but for the most part, what I have found is if I really ask myself, do I need it, or am I okay with my original thinking, 9 times out of 10, I do not walk away with that item. So really quick, all of my planner pages, all of my things that I print for around my home, my labels in my pantry, and the different places in my home that I have labels, I use Canva. This is not a sponsored video, so, you know, I'm not here trying to sell this to you. I just want you guys to know about it if you don't know about it, because it is such an amazing program. I use it for so many things. And I personally use the paid version only because I use it for so much. I use it for my video editing. I use it for like all of my thumbnails. Again, tons of stuff around my home. I use it for all of our like youth invites for Gathered. I use it for invitations. I make our own Christmas cards with Canva. And so for me, I by far get my money's worth. However, before I started doing all of that, I did not have the paid version. I just used the free version. And honestly, if you're just using it for simple projects around the home or for this purpose that I'm going to show you today, the free version is by far all that you need. So don't think that you need to, you know, pay for something just because somebody else did, when in fact you could very easily use what they offer for free. So when you go into canva.com, it's been so long since I have, but I think it will prompt you to create an account, which you obviously will want to do because that is what will store all of your projects and everything. For my Christmas planner, which is right here, and I have a place in my Christmas planner. So this I have created. This is the Christmas planner that I created for myself. I will do a video showing you guys what I have on here. That way you can maybe kind of get some ideas. I do offer this on my Etsy store if you are interested in that. I'm just going through here and taking out the things that I had from last year. Okay, so what I do is I have a specific place where I designate different areas. So for instance, right here, now what you are going to do, because I have a designated place to put these things, let me just go back in here so that you can see. you are going to create a design. And actually, let me just show you this way first. It might be a little bit easier. So say we're just going to do a regular printer size piece of paper. So you're going to come down here and hit custom size and 8.5 by 11. And that will bring you here. You can upload any pictures from the internet and download them into Canva. And then it will save it over here on the left side of the page. But then you can bring all of that over here. So let me show you what I mean. We're going to go into Pinterest. And I'm going to find all of my things that I have saved for my Christmas decor this year. I so badly need to go through this. I have things in here that I don't use anymore. Is this it? No, that's not it. There it is. Okay. I have things in there that I don't use anymore because we don't homeschool. My kids aren't littles anymore, which is super sad. But I just need to filter through all of that. So we don't want this. Okay, so these are all of the things that I have been saving over the last couple months for what I want to do in my home this Christmas. And so, well, this clearly got added to the wrong spot. Don't you love that when you think that you put that somewhere and you actually didn't, and then it like pops up in a different area? So let's refresh that so that we don't have noodles in with our Christmas. All right, so like I said, these are all things that I want to incorporate into this Christmas season, or so I think. So as you can see here, I have this pinned twice. So let's just go ahead and delete this out. This kind of gives you a good chance to just look through all of these things, take things out that maybe you had pinned at one time, and when you look at it again, you're like, you know what, that just isn't really what I want to do now. I've kind of changed thoughts since I saw this picture in July, or whatever. So then what I like to do is separate these into categories. So what we're going to do over here is we are going to title this Christmas tree. And so what you'll do is you'll just click on the letter T, and it will pop up a box here where you can just start typing letters. So we are going to type in Christmas tree. And this little red area right here, it just kind of gives you a guideline if you are like going to be doing hole punching or whatever. Typically try to stay within that red line. That way you don't end up. So right up here, you can change your wording to any font that you want to have it. For me, I really like the Brittany, and so I'm going to switch that to that. And this is now labeled Christmas tree. Then I'm going to go back into my Pinterest page, and I'm going to go through all of these pictures and highlight and save. So you can right click and then save to your desktop. However you save pictures to your desktop, just go ahead and go through all of these and do that. Some of the pictures you will find you have to actually click on and open it up and then save it that way. But for the most part, these are able to be saved from right here. And that's all we're doing, is we're just saving all of these to the desktop. Okay, so we have all of that there. Now we're going to come back over to Canva, and we are going to click on Uploads. And I don't need this in there anymore. And inside of uploads, we are going to click on upload file. And you'll see that we have all of our pictures here. So we're just going to go through and highlight all of these and then upload. And you will see that it's bringing all of those pictures in. And then once that is finished, I will show you how we can get all of those pictures over to this page. It is super, super easy, and it just groups everything together in a way that is just really, really simple to see, and just takes a lot of the guesswork out when you're shopping or planning or what have you. So all of these pictures over here, clearly I really want to do this year because I pinned it 4 times. And so I am going to bring this over here, and all you're doing is just making it bigger or smaller by dragging the corner. And because these two are the same, I'm going to delete one of them. And then we'll just bring this one over here. This actually is a DIY that I'm going to be doing, as well as this. So this whole entire row is a DIY. Now, what I just did was, if you click down and then just kind of move it across the page, it will highlight all of your pictures, and then you can hold down again and bring it to the middle and it will center your picture. And then if you want to just drag down while everything's highlighted, you can, and then press down again and move to the middle, and now that is within the area that it needs to be. And then if you want to keep it inside of that box, you can see where your guidelines are as well. All right, so here are the pictures that we have for DIY. And what I want to do, just so that I can kind of help myself remember, is I want to put in a text box. And so we just hit the letter T, and I'm going to type in DIY. I'm going to make this just a regular simple font here, because all I want this to do is just remind me that these are not things that I'm actually looking to purchase. They are things that I want to make. All right, and then we're just going to click on that, and you can move it over there to center. So that is the DIY ornaments. And then after that, oh, here's another one. Let's move this little guy over here, and we're going to copy and paste him. But because he's taking up so much space, I want to flip him. So you're just going to click on the picture, and then there's this little circle arrow thing here, and you're just going to move it up to 90 degrees, and then put that right underneath. And that way it just kind of saves a little bit of space. All right, we're going to move this up just a little bit to give us a little bit more room. And then I'm just going to start filling in the other pictures. These are not DIY. And so I'm just going to put them down here kind of together with themselves. So for me, really the only things that I really want to switch up a little bit on my Christmas tree this year are my Christmas bulbs. So for me, that is all that I have under my Christmas tree section. However, in years past, I've wanted to switch up more things. And so anything that pertains to your Christmas tree, this is where you will drop it. Now, we're going to add another page. So you're going to come up here. You can either add a page, which will give you a blank slate, or you can come up here and duplicate the page, and it will duplicate everything for you. And then what I like to do is just delete what I don't need. So again, you're just pressing down and then kind of highlighting and erasing as you go. You're going to delete that out, and because I don't want to take the time to go and find the font and the size and the whole thing, I'm going to actually just change this to living room. Then I'm going to come over here and delete all of these out because I don't need them anymore. And then that way we can bring back in things now for the living room. So I'm going to go through all of my pictures here, and I am going to save to my desktop anything that I have kind of a desire to put in my living room. Okay, so we have everything there. Now we're going to go back over here to living room, and again, just click on your uploads and then upload file. And again, you see everything here. And so you are going to just highlight everything that falls in line with living room. Make sure not to bring in the other ones again. And those will generate over there. And then the same thing, you are just going to move everything over from the left to the right. And if you run out of space for the living room, then just go ahead and add a page. And it will give you a blank page, and you can just continue to move things over. So I am just going to start bringing these over. I like to make these a little bit bigger just because there's more to see in the photo. You can also crop with this. If you click on the thing, these little, I guess, lines at the top and bottom, you can crop, because I don't really need that. In my picture, I'm kind of more focused on the mantle. And then highlight and bring to the middle, and then bring within your lines. So as you can see, here are all of my living room ideas that I have. Lots of different ideas for mantles, some things that I want to incorporate from each picture to kind of create my own. I just don't like copying people. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I just like to make things my own by kind of looking at different things that people do and then putting my own twist on it. So for this here, I really, really like the idea, obviously, of a bunch of gold candlesticks. I have actually been purchasing those at the thrift stores when I see them to kind of stock up for that. Over here, I love the idea of kind of a very full drape. However, for me, because I like clean lines and I like symmetry, I would do it on both sides. As I'm looking here at this photo, it's pretty much the exact same thing as this. So honestly, I don't need that picture now. So I'm going to remove that. And then I'm going to move this little guy down here just by clicking on him and holding down. And I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. Really the only reason that I have this picture here is for this bowl right here. I thought that that would be really pretty to put on my coffee table, and so that is the only reason that I have that photo. So I want to move these together since they are all mantle decor. For these right here, they are more pictures for the greenery. For these two pictures right here, they're more for the candlesticks. And then everything down below here is just kind of different ideas for living room decor. So for this one right here, I can actually move him up here because this falls in line with how I want to do the greenery. So I really want to bring some eucalyptus in there and put those together. And so now that I have this where I want it, I can move these a little bit closer together. And I have them all highlighted, and now I'm going to just bring them over to match up with the sides here. This you can go left and right with your arrows, and it will show you like where center is. It will show you the distance between each picture once you've kind of reached that. So even though this is center, it's actually not center, if that makes sense. So I'm going to go back one because now I have even sides, and then I'm going to highlight all three together, and then I will move it to the center. Maybe if I can get it to show you guys. There we go. And so now while I'm hovering over this, you can see that I have 0.271 on my pictures on the bottom, 0.271 space between the living room and the top pictures if you're into that thing. Or you can raise it up, and now all of your different lines have the same amount of space in between them. So it's just really cool. I just love how it makes everything flow together. It's very simple to use. I know it's probably a little bit overwhelming right now watching me, but if you just go back and rewatch this video a few times, it just will, walk you through it. And the more that you do it, I mean, I could probably do this in my sleep. So I have nothing but confidence that you guys can get it figured out. So I am going to just really quick go through and finish putting these pages together. I'll let you guys watch me as I do that. And then once you're finished, all you do is just click on share, and it will give you a page that looks like this. You click on the download. You can either do it as a PNG or a PDF file. I always do the PDF file just because it prints faster. The PNG is more if you are printing actual like photos or printables that you're going to frame in your house. That's not really the case here. This is more of like a planner type deal. So you would click on the PDF, and then depending on how many pages you want, if you want all 2 pages, which is what we have so far, you would just click download. You can also go up here and click the cropped marks and bleed. What that's going to do is show you just the little crop marks on your picture, or on your page rather, so that you can know where to cut. I like to use a ruler and just make a line from crop mark to crop mark, and then I cut it out that way. And so that makes it really simple. Or if you are just going to use it at this size, you can just print it this way. And then it will download. If you only want to print one of the pages or a couple of the pages in your file, then what you would do is just come down here and click on the different pages that you want to print, and then it would allow you to print both of them or one of them or however many of them. And then you just hit done, and then you would click on download, and it would put it to your desktop, and then you just go in and print like you normally would. So like I said, really quick, I am going to go through here and just continue adding my different pages, and then I will print those off and show you guys what they look like. For me, it's going to look a little bit different because I am going to make mine smaller to be able to fit into my Christmas planner. But like I said, for you guys, if you're just printing it this way, then you could 100% just, do it with the regular paper size. If you do want to resize it, you can come up here and click on resize. Here are your inches that you can change it to. So say you wanted to do like a 5x7, you would copy and resize. And now this is a 5x7 page that you can print. If you are printing for pixel size, you can come over here and click on pixel, and it will change all of this. And you can just change the pixel numbers that you need it to be, and then again, just copy and resize.
Well, I'm all for Christmas, all the happy smiles and the wishes, and I want it all, from the lights to the mistletoe. Tell me one thing, is there anything that you're missing? I will keep you warm as soon as you remove that snow. Whatever we do, we will be alright. These holiday wonders will open your mind. May all your wishes tonight come true. The love I lived, the dream I knew. This Christmas I only wanna be close to you.
Really quick, let me show you what this looks like in my planner. All right, so here are the pages that I made, and like I said, mine's obviously going to be smaller because I made it to fit inside of my planner. When you guys print it, if you print yours out on just regular paper, it would obviously be bigger. But here is everything that I have. Again, this is for my Christmas tree. These are all of the different things that I want to add to it. In my living room, this is what I have. And then my kitchen and eating area, the front porch, the different bathrooms. So I have them separated. I've got two here on the first floor. We have one over by the garage and then one by the office. And so I just have different ideas for those two places. And then my dining room and the basement and upstairs. And so now when I'm out looking for things, I have reference to go back to so that I can keep myself reminded what exactly I'm looking for, and that way I don't get sidetracked, I don't end up overspending, I don't bring things home that I really don't have a place for. And then honestly, that just takes money out of my decorating budget for something senseless that I'm not even going to use, or I'm going to now have to use it and I'm not going to love it because it doesn't go with the rest of my things. So that is how I do it. I hope that you guys will do that for yourselves, even if it's not to this extreme, because look, I get it. I'm different. But just a way to kind of house all of your different ideas in one place so that they're easy to find, and it just kind of makes your planning process as far as decor or really whatever it is go a little bit smoother and take the guesswork out for you.
Satisfying you while I keep bleeding. I don't know why you act like you innocent. You wanna take I just don't want you. Something in your eyes, the way you stare at me that I like. I wanna let you go, but it's like something holds me tight. You might break my heart tonight, but I'm gonna hold it tight. Oh, it feels like yellow, yellow. It hurts like yellow, yellow, yellow.
All right, really quick, I wanted to show you my thrift store haul yesterday. I went to Savers while I was waiting for Christian to get done weight training and picked up some really great pieces. All of these I'm going to use for my Christmas decor. Obviously, you'll see that later, but I wanted to show you quick what I got before I styled it. So I found this glass vase. I love it. I could either use it as a candle holder or just to put like potpourri type stuff in there. I don't really get into the whole potpourri thing per se. It has to kind of have a certain vibe if I do, but I can use this for a lot of things. I have a plan for it, but I'm not going to go into that until later. I will show you guys in other videos, but it just really reminded me of like Williamsburg, kind of old century, modern, that type of thing. I got this whole basket of big pine cones for $2.99. Plus it has like this huge one in here. Just super, super great. So I was really happy to find that. I got this basket right here, which is going to go on my front porch. I'm gonna have a Christmas tree in that. And then I found this really cool bell that will go great in my living room area. Just really, really cute. Very vintagey, kind of old, worn, which I love. I love bringing those pieces in with like newer pieces and just kind of marrying them together. So I've got that. And then I found these candlesticks here for $3.99. And I texted Sam while I was there looking and said, hey, do you have like a soldering gun or something that could heat this area right here up to pop off that angel? And then I can just kind of sand that down, and if I need to repaint them, fine. I may not need to, I don't know, we'll see. But so that's what I need to do with those, is take the angel off. And then this kind of goes along with the vibe that I was talking about in my planner pages for kind of that look that I want to do on the fireplace, with a lot of just different styles, different colors of gold candlesticks. So I've got that for those. And then I got this really great thick, I never know what to call these, like branch wreaths. I don't know. Anyway, I got it for $6.49, and this is by far more expensive than that because it is so thick. I mean, the sucker is sturdy. And so I was really happy to find that, because I'm going to do kind of, not really a floral arrangement, but you'll see later on how I choose to style this. But it's going to either, I don't know, I'm a little bit torn. It's either going to go in my kitchen area over by the table or in my living room, like on the console tables there that I did behind my couch. So we'll see. And then I got this right here, and I'm going to use this for a candle. So I think what I'm going to do is put like a little plate on top of here, maybe even get one that is the same color as this, or try to create the same color as that, and then just set that in here and then put the candle on top of that. So we'll see how that turns out. And then I got these two books. I love styling things with books. And so I found, let's see, I don't know what it doesn't really matter, but I found these two books here. It doesn't even matter what they are. I only got them because they were red and green. This one is a church hymnal, so I thought that was kind of cool. but I love the ones that have like the really old vintage looking pages on the inside. Like the more weathered, the better as far as I'm concerned. So I found these and I'm just going to like turn them upside down. I love seeing the pages. So let me see if I can do this with one hand so you can kind of get an idea of what I'm looking for. It will be styled more like this. So all you are really going to see is a little bit of the side once I get that done. And actually I'll probably do it this way. Not that I don't like the hymnal wording, but I just kind of like the very clean sides. So I'm going to do it either like this or like this. But either way, all you're really going to see is very little of the color, but more so the pages. So I'm really excited about that. And then I found this huge basket, which I was so thrilled about. This I paid 10 bucks for. And this thing was, I'm sure, far more than $10. But this is also going to go on my porch with this one. And I'm not sure yet if I'm going to keep this one the same color. I might try to do like a spray paint type thing to kind of go more with what I'm trying to accomplish on the porch. But just these two baskets alone, I only paid, let's see, this big one right here was $10 and then this one was $9.49. So huge, huge steal for those two. So I'm really excited about that. I can't wait to get things kind of going. I know everybody is like, oh, why do you decorate before Christmas or before December? For me, I just love it. It's like Thanksgiving. I absolutely love Thanksgiving, but it's a day. And Christmas is a season. Like there's a reason that they say the holidays. And so for me, I do so many DIYs and things like that it takes me a little while. And I want to have it kind of all done before December so that I can enjoy December. I start Christmas shopping right now. I start planning a lot of my stuff right now. That way I can enjoy the whole month of December, as crazy as it is, without adding all of the other crazy. So if you guys would like me to kind of show you how I plan out in November to avoid craziness in December, I can definitely add little bits and pieces to my daily videos for you guys so that you can kind of see that and maybe start doing some planning of your own. That way we can all enjoy December a little bit more this year. So this is my haul. Super excited to get it going. We'll probably start next week. And even if you guys don't want to decorate for Christmas right now, that's fine. Just watch the videos or don't watch the videos, store them until later, and then come back and watch them later when you kind of get into, you know, all the Christmas feels and feel like you're ready to start decorating. But whenever that is, they will always be there for you. Thank you for hanging out with me and letting me share my planning process and my decor goodies with you. I cannot wait to show you easy ways to style your home without breaking the budget. Budgets are so important to me, especially during this time of year, and there is zero reason that you can't stick to one and create beauty at the same time. If you are curious how I plan during November to avoid unneeded stress in December, drop a note in the comments and I will add a little something to each video moving forward. If you have specific things that you would like me to talk about regarding Christmas planning, let me know that as well. And until next time, remember, the best way to get something done is to simply begin. Now go, get after it, and believe in yourself just as much as I believe in you. Bye-bye.